Hey, what's up, man?
Hey Jason, what's on?
Not much. Waiting for some people to join. Just giving them a second.
Yeah.
How's everything over there?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, went into town today. It's pretty good. But it's obviously quite dead because like COVID and everything. It's quite yeah, weird times to be fair. But
Yeah. Things have been a bit weird. Yeah. Where are you at in the UK?
well, I mean, I'm in my hometown now, because we can't go to uni because obviously of COVID, and like we're doing all the like lessons online, like so we can't do like university, you know, as normal. So I'm in my hometown, which is like southwest of the UK, which is at like Taunton. It's like a really small town, like yeah, it's just a really small town like in the southwest of England. I mean, it's quite a cozy place, but quite
That's,
quiet.
I guess cozy's good.
Yeah. But yeah, I go to university in London, so it's obviously a huge contrast. It's quite fun though. It's quite fun. It's really fun. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What are you studying? Are you studying music over there?
jazz saxophone,
What's that?
jazz saxophone.
Oh, jazz. Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Definitely seen your videos of jazz saxophone on your page, and I mean, obviously you can hear that in your music.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah. I always try and incorporate that the vibe and the technical aspects into my music, just because it's I don't know, just adds a new vibe, adds like a different vibe, But
Right. No, that's cool, man. I mean, the first question I kind of have for you was talk about your production style because, like you said,
yeah,
you actually play the instrument, and I feel like in today's production world, most of it is just kind of relied upon, people relying upon, using presets on, FL Studio or whatever. People aren't always incorporating live instruments. A lot of the big name producers, I don't think, do even play an instrument. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought that was something pretty interesting off the bat.
yeah. I mean, like ever since I was 9, I've always liked the sound of the saxophone. So I always just I always had that urge to like want to learn it. So I picked it up from my brother who used to have one,
Okay.
and I used that, and then sort of just in my free time, like learn how to play it, but didn't really take it seriously um, until around like I was 15, and then that's when I started, learning a lot more, um, finding more musicians who like finding more artists who played the saxophone and like listen to them and getting inspired and just tried to progress from there really. And then I think it must have been when I was 15 as well, when I was doing what's it called, GCSE music, which is, I mean, GCSE is like the UK exams. I mean, I don't know, like UK end of secondary school exams. Like I don't know what you have in the US. Um,
Uh,
like sort
yeah.
of end.
You mean like after like high school or
Yeah,
like the SATs kind of? I guess like we have like finals and SATs. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So for that, in music, we had to do like a composition, and all the MacBooks at school had like had GarageBand on it, and then
Okay.
that's when I found sort of my passion, and that's where I really found, oh, this is cool. Like I really want to do this, more often because I just found it so fun. And then it was when I went to sixth form, which is like from ages 16 to 18. It's like before like university. Uh, that's when I really started to begin to take it seriously. So that's when I was like working on a beat like every day, make a beat and work on it constantly, master it.
Uh-huh.
You know, like every bit of free time I'd have, I'd just work on music and everything. And that was also when I was also uploading on Instagram, uploading like the videos you see,
Right.
really trying to like engage people and sort
Uh-huh.
of express musically what I was about, and express, you know, just express what I was doing. Try to entertain as well, do stuff like that. And then that's when I started learning, you know, Instagram and Instagram promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I really took that on, and that's when I then gained the attention of this German hip hop label, German instrumental, like lo-fi beat,
Right.
because I was constantly uploading. They liked what I was doing. I was promoting my stuff on Spotify like really well, and then that's when I landed, you know, that my first label signing. I didn't like what's funny is a lot of people sort of look to find one or look to see one like all the time, you know, like, and like constantly send stuff to labels.
Right.
But I mean, it's funny because I was sort of so committed to being independent that like when you sort of gain traction as an independent artist,
Uh-huh.
it's when you start getting the attention of labels.
Mm-hmm.
And it was then, yeah, they just wanted to sign. But yeah, as I was saying, what the funny thing is as people contact labels and want to get with them, I just because I had a good Instagram, they just wanted to sign me. And yeah.
So the good Instagram is what got you signed, just being like active on social media. That's what got their attention, you think?
Yeah, and like obviously trying to do my own thing, do my unique saxophone with the hip hop beats. That's what they really liked, and I don't know. I just tried to always bring something new to the game, and I think that's what they really liked. And
So they weren't too concerned about. I feel like a lot of labels today like want to see like the streams right away, and
yeah.
so this is a little bit different, right? Or did you already have the streams?
Well, I did have a few streams, yeah, because I was promoting it on Spotify.
Okay,
Because
you were. Okay.
I was contacting like playlist owners who had like quite a large sort of large playlist with a lot of followers. You know, I was reaching out to them
Okay.
and listening to their playlist and seeing whether my music would fit on them, and then sending music to them, like the owners, contacting them individually.
How many
And
of those messages do you think you sent out before, like you got on like a significant playlist?
ooh, probably like, yeah, I was like I committed like a whole day to it one time, like probably like I sent about 50 messenger to people, you know, like constantly. And um it paid off really well because like I think I got about, I think maybe like 20,000 streams
Really?
like as in it, yeah. So I
Just from
think
that one playlist? From that one playlist, you got 20,000 streams?
well multiple.
Oh, from multiple. Oh, from all those placements. Got you.
Yeah. And then I mean now it's on 100K, which I think is mad. Like I was 16 when I made it, and yeah, it's at 100K. And yeah, I think if I was just like give a message to like musicians or artists, I'd say what I do find is they'll make the music, put it out, and just leave it. But
Right.
really, what you've got to do is put it out and then promote it and advertise it as much as you can. That's what people forget to do. They'll put it
Right.
out and expect it to like do something. You know, they'll just wait and just leave it there, and it'll do nothing. You've just got to put as much effort into the promotion side as you do the music side. That's yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I would agree with you. I think the promotional side gets left out. That groundwork, even for me, just in marketing or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, once in a while, I mean, I'll get something will come to me, but for the most part, it's always just like networking, like emailing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I kind of feel like I don't, maybe calling people. Although I don't know how people feel about calling these days, but definitely like emails and stuff, and just like even connecting with you. It was just through a DM. Like I found you on Spotify and through a
yeah,
DM. So it's pretty
yeah,
crazy how that can all happen.
yeah. Yeah, this century is like crazy. I think since 2000, it's just like things just shot, like technology, social media. It's just, I think, and I think as well, it's probably never been a better time to be a music artist. Uh,
Right.
with everything that's available, all of these streaming platforms, all of these, uh, you know, media platforms to upload, showcase your stuff. Like, I think, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah. There's
time to.
definitely a lot of opportunities. I would say like the only downside is though is that there's so many people.
Yeah,
But I guess if you take your route, like you say, you can't just leave it. If you actually put in the effort, even if it's the best thing ever, if you put in that effort to try and push it out there,
yeah,
you can kind of rise above it and use all this new technology to your advantage.
exactly. And I think as you put out more stuff and contact more people, you realize your luck just goes through like through the roof.
Right.
Like when I realized how I actually got the label placement, uh, I was super lucky, to be honest. Like the way I did it. But that was just all down to like committing as much time as I could to
Yeah.
everything.
Exactly. Even thinking about like when I first started in social media and marketing.
Yeah,
Um, I worked with Young Money and Wayne, but that came about. It took 3 years of just like cold calling, emails, and finally somebody answered. So, I'm right there with you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's just like it's a lot of no's. I think you get a lot of no's. You get a lot of I don't know, like I don't know. You just got to sacrifice as much time as possible as well. You got to sacrifice uh, maybe like a bit of fun as well, like because it means so much to you. Like I'm sure for like social media and marketing for you is and to get in contact with people. That's probably a passion, and that's something you're passionate about. So you keep working at that, and
Right,
that,
right,
um,
exactly. Yeah, when you're passionate about something, and put it back, like in your case, like I feel like a lot of musicians kind of ask me, what are like marketing tips? What can you do?
yeah,
And sometimes like you just kind of need good PR, and not in the typical sense of like you need to go hire a publicist, but you need to be your own publicist. You need to
yeah,
be your biggest fan, and you need to really, it's not the same as like in the past people would stand out on the corner handing out mixtapes to like as many people as possible, or going to labels and dropping off tapes. But now it's like post on social media,
yeah,
use the right hashtags, follow the right people.
yeah,
So I feel like like when you can check off all those boxes, like you said, your luck just starts shooting through the roof, and things start falling into place and falling into your lap.
yeah, exactly. I mean, even now though, like I don't even plan on stopping. Like I'm constantly, thinking about how I can get to the next level. Constantly thinking about what what new thing I can start and what new journey I can start. And like what what thing can I commit my time to in order to get the best out of it. So like for example, this year, like I really want to get into like sync placement.
What's
That's
that?
like, hmm?
Well, what's that? Beautiful.
So that's like getting your music on like advertisements,
Okay.
game, film. It's 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 quite hard, but I think my main goal this year is to get as close as I can to that, or like as close as making that a reality as possible.
Yeah.
And as well, merchandise as well. Just all of that stuff, you know, sample selling as well. Like
Right.
that's quite good. Like overlap that with it, seem to do okay. So I think that's something I might pursue as well this year.
Yeah, it's all about the licensing.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you definitely know. You definitely got it down. I feel like you're definitely ahead of the game. But you know, it's crazy because you know, you look at tracks on your Spotify, and you have Alfresco with over 2 million views, Beauty with over 1 million streams, not views. I'm sorry. So the work obviously pays off, and you know that EP really, I think, was that the one that kind of took off for you, or what did it happen a little bit before that? What would you say kind of was that moment where you went, yeah, this is working?
Probably, to be fair, it was a bit before like the first release with um with the German label in December, when they uploaded it to the Spotify playlist, like
Okay.
the big official jazz vibes. That's when
Yes.
that's when it like really started gaining traction.
I think that's where I found you because I was looking for like some chill beats to listen to while I was working,
Yeah,
and I think it was the jazz, and then it was that what was it? The jazz name of the
oh,
playlist,
jazz vibes.
Jazz Vibes, and then I was like, oh, this is dope, and then what I always do if I like the song, I'll add it to a playlist that I have, and then go to the artist page and see what else. And I listened to, and the EP was Sunshine Hours. I forgot to mention it before,
Yeah,
and you know, went by really quick for me. Like I was like, it's over already. Like I like listened to it back like a few times because you know I feel like with like the lo-fi sounds, like it doesn't really get repetitive. Like you can kind of listen to it 3 or 4 times and it still feels fresh. But like that was how I found you. I'm like, oh, dope. Let me like look him up.
yeah. Exactly. It's all about. I think it's all about just like making sure your music has that uniqueness of you, because I think that's what grips people, and I think that's what people can relate to. And obviously that lo-fi thing, when you can, because obviously lo-fi is a genre,
Right.
like I said, it chills you out, it makes you feel nice, you can listen to it forever. And obviously this playlist, you've got loads of music like that, and
Mm-hmm.
what make sure is that you have your own unique take, so that you can, you know, because then that really sticks in people's ear, and then people start talking about you, people share your stuff, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah. Exactly. And what stood out to me was the saxophone, and I'm like, this sounds like a live instrument, but nah, producers don't use live instruments. So I like
yeah,
had to go to your Instagram page. I'm like, wow, no, this guy's actually out there playing the saxophone, putting it in. I'm like, this is dope.
yeah. I mean, when you can, I think when you have that live element, I think it just takes it to like new levels, you know, because like you can pay 100 quid for VSTs or plugins, but I don't think anything can match the like true sound of the genuine instrument. Uh, and
Right.
that's what I'm grateful for. I'm quite grateful for sticking with, you know, an instrument, because loads of people maybe start one and then give up, but I just had the enjoyment and passion for it, and I'm super grateful that like it just gives me that, you know, uniqueness compared to everyone else.
Yeah, for sure it does. But yeah, since we're talking about it, and I mean, like I said, for everyone that's listening and watching, the EP is called Sunshine Hours.
Yeah,
Um, Came out last year. You can check it out along with the rest of his music on Spotify. But yeah, like talk about like creating that project. And you also have a new track you just put out called Bougie Tings, and a new one
yeah,
called Longing For. So
yeah. So with wait, which one would you like me to talk about? Like,
well, we can start with Sunshine Hours, and we can talk about the new tracks.
yeah. So every single one of those tracks on that EP I made during lockdown, apart from Till Next Time, which
Okay.
I made actually like probably 6 months before the whole project came out. And I think the whole reason I made that EP was almost like a collection of, you know, tunes and things that I've made sort of during the pandemic. So it's almost like a not memorabilia, but like, you know, like a sort of thing to look back on, you know, like, oh yeah, like I remember I made that EP during the pandemic. Like
Right.
I thought that would be like a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, I think during the pandemic everyone gets a bit stressed, and I think that was like a really nice, you know, distraction from everything.
It was.
Yeah, definitely. And I think just every day, because I had so much time, obviously, because I wasn't at college, I just used it all of that time to like work on the beats, work on the music, work on my mixing, and I think the EP itself was quite a nice staple to see my progress, and, you know, to share what I've been working on with the world, and I'm super happy with how it's turned out, and grateful that, you know, people like you really enjoy it, and it's almost unbelievable really that I'm just in this this small town, and then people from like the US are like listening to it. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying before, and I feel like you know, Spotify is unique in that way because I feel like there's not that same sense on other streaming services. I mean, there are playlists in like Apple Music or whatever, but I feel like with Spotify, you can really, I mean, sometimes you get stuck in that feedback loop. So you kind of really have to like kind of try to find things, but when you put in just like a little effort to find something, you usually come across something pretty dope. And in this case, it was you, so that worked out.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the new singles you have "Longing For," which came out today, right?
Yeah. With my good producer mate, Damo Beats. He's amazing in like the lo-fi scene. He's crazy, and that was another one actually that we made over lockdown, which was which I think I made the keys. I sent him the keys and the saxophone. He added bass and drums, and his like lo-fi drums always work so well. And it's just an amazing project, really. Like I'm so thankful that he wanted to work, and, you know, sees potential, and it's always quite refreshing when you work with someone like that. Yeah.
For sure. I saw someone ask before, like, who is your dream collab?
I mean, it always changes. It always changes.
Well, at least for today.
So okay, top
Yeah.
would be like Kendrick Lamar or J Cole, you know, like
Okay.
top. And then probably midway, it'll be like some there's this really cool R&B singer actually that I've heard called Ladisi, I think her name is, and her songs are like out of this world, and like it would be really good to, I don't know, I just think that would be so sick to like make a track with her. And midway as well, like probably Kofi Stone, like I'm a big fan of him and his sort of lo-fi sound. To be fair, like those four, I think that would be sick. Yeah.
I gotta check him out later, for sure. So
Yeah.
I guess you want to get like a mix of R&B and hip hop is kind of like where you want to find yourself with your music.
Yeah. Because like lo-fi sort of includes those genres, if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
Because it's sort of got, you know, the soul vibe, the R&B vibe, and because ultimately those two genres have roots in jazz.
Right.
You know, with like the chord extensions and like this, like the smoothness and everything about it, and as well, like because of that, you can see it also creeping into like pop music as well nowadays, like
Definitely.
massively. Especially like with TikTok as well, like some of the stuff that's blowing up on there. It's got huge like lo-fi foundations, which I found. So
Hmm.
I think there's definitely a good future for it, and like even there was like a Forbes article on it a couple of weeks back actually, and I don't know, it's just looking promising for the genre, to be honest. Really good.
No, you're right. You know, there's a lot of on the top viral songs on TikTok. There are a lot of lo-fi tracks, and or even if
Yeah,
you like recommended tracks as lo-fi. I mean, I don't know. I mean, just scrolling through reels, like the amount of like lo-fi songs I'll hear behind a video, even whether it's like a cute dog video, like some,
yeah,
or whether it's just like just someone doing just chilling out or whatever. Like there is that the genre I feel like is definitely taken off, and especially on YouTube, like Will Smith created like this lo-fi
yeah, yeah, yeah,
playlist sort of.
yeah. I saw that as well, and yeah, I think because of that, that also helped with the, you know, the traction of the genre itself. Yeah, it's crazy how Will Smith just, yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
And it was funny because all those lo-fi songs, they always have like, a girl or a guy sitting in their room with the rain, and like they're
Yeah,
working with their cats like on the desk, and like Will Smith, they took that whole job and he like did a cartoon version of himself,
yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah,
he like completely like just like melded right into that genre with like the whole thing. So when I
yeah,
saw that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like lo-fi's about to take off.
yeah. I think yeah, these 2 years, I think the genres are really looking good. Definitely.
For sure, for sure. Well, yeah, we definitely went over a lot of cool stuff, and for everyone watching, if you missed the beginning, I'm gonna post this to my IGTV later. You can watch the whole thing. But yeah, before you get out of here, I guess where are you going from here? What are you looking to do next? What are your goals for 2021?
Yeah. So goals for 2021. Sorry. Are
Yeah, I think we're in 2021.
yeah, yeah,
We skipped 2020, but we are in 2020.
yeah, and yeah. So I'm definitely like this year looking to get into sync placements, as I said, and like artist placements as well. You know, like making samples and sending them out to like their managers and everything, and sending beats to different artists, sending beats to different managers, etc., etc. And especially with the sync as well, like the sync stuff, like I mentioned earlier on, uh, like film and TV and etc.
For
And
sure.
then I think definitely musically trying to improve myself, finding new artists and finding them, like I don't know, finding inspiring artists to get more vibes into my music, because I think once you find an artist who's got an amazing vibe, you can try and catch it and put it into your tunes, and it immediately just takes off and just has that uniqueness, like I was saying earlier, which is
Hmm.
really important. Yeah, and as well, I think if you can make a song musically amazing, like the actual music itself, like
Yeah.
the technical aspects, if you can make that amazing, then it's got a good chance of doing really well. But it's also important to not overthink of that stuff as well, because sometimes if it's too complicated, then people won't
Right.
understand it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just kind of about creating that simple vibe people can fuck with, and just kind of letting
yeah,
it do the thing.
and
That's
just
cool
on the
though.
and just on the odd occasion, just bring in like a really cool, technical thing, and then take it back. So
Yeah.
you're like taking the listener on like a journey almost. Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I enjoyed about the EP. Like it was just like 5 songs that kind of like just took you in different places, and then
Yeah.
it was easy listening. So like we said, you can listen to it 5 times, and it doesn't really feel like you're overplaying it. Because you pick up different things. Like maybe you're distracted by some email that you're writing, and then you hear it
Yeah.
again. Like, oh yeah, I didn't pick that up the last time. That's cool.
Yeah. It's all about that. It's all about just just making it sort of. I mean, obviously listenable, obviously, because if it wasn't, that'd be bad. But like,
Right.
but um, but just have that like repeat factor. And I'm so glad you said that it takes you on a journey, because that's what I'm all about. That's what, like, that's my main aim, really.
Right, right. And I always liked I always listen to classical music, so
Yeah,
that's why I feel like listening to lo-fi is something I enjoy so much, just because classical music is it's really just the music that's doing the talking. Like you don't just I mean there are lyrics in some of it, but you don't need it really.
yeah,
So that's why I always like even electronic music. I think is similar, and I've always been a fan of like Injuna beats and more of their like laid back type of stuff. But
yeah,
like when people start putting vocals in deep house, that's when I turn it off. I'm like, I don't want to hear the vocals. I just want to like hear the music. Like let the music kind of do its thing. So uh,
yeah.
that's why I always like lo-fi, and yeah, it's definitely a really interesting genre. And like you said, it kind of melds. You mentioned Kendrick Lamar, and even you know, I can't recall the exact song, but there are Kendrick Lamar songs that are more that are based kind of around the lo-fi type of sound.
Yeah, yeah. Like his To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, exactly.
That album
Very
is,
jazzy.
yeah, that album is seen as like I don't know, just like a pinnacle of like between producers. Like if you ask any producer what's your favorite hip hop album, like I'd say eight times out of 10 they'd say that album, To Pimp a Butterfly, because you can just hear like all of the like jazz influence.
Right.
Um, like there's some songs on there which just take you to a jazz club, say,
Yeah.
just in your mind, or it'll just be a song that's completely different to what you'd expect them to do, or completely different to what you usually like what you'd usually hear from Kendrick. But and like the sonics and production quality and the instrumentalists, like the saxophonist Terrace Martin
Mm.
on that album, like so good, you know.
It was. It was. It was a phenomenal album, and it should have won Best Rap Album that year, but we all know
Yeah,
how that went with that was the year Macklemore won, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know how Pimp a Butterfly didn't win that year.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
one of those that I don't know. Obviously, like you said, I think you go to 9 out of 10 hip hop fans, and they'll put that in their top. I would say top 10 favorite albums.
yeah. Definitely.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, what are you gonna say? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because it's also got that boom bap
Yeah.
sort of 90s
Uh-huh.
drum pattern that's so iconic about it.
Yeah. Yeah. There are definitely so many elements there, and I think that's why we can all appreciate someone like Kendrick Lamar, and why we always want more of it, because he just always kind of brings something different. It was, comes to mind like Lil Wayne. If you know the track Dr. Carter, it was very like jazzy, boom bap lyrics. Out of like
Right.
even someone you wouldn't expect to like it. Like if you know who Skip Bayless is, he's like a sports journalist. He does like a TV show, like a debate show in the U.S. And Skip Bayless, and he's a white guy too. Like he's like a 60-year-old white. He might even be like 70, but him and Lil Wayne.
Oh,
I
you
was
broke.
getting a call.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah,
him
you
and
broke
Lil
up.
Wayne. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did now. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just got a call. But even like Skip Bayless was like, no, he like mentioned the track on the TV show, just because I
Yeah.
think it was so different. So yeah, like when you can do something different, like we were saying, like it can kind of stick in your ear, and it really can
Yeah.
jump genres, demographics, age groups. It kind of, if it's good, like people will listen.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for your time. Like I said, I'm gonna be posting
Yeah.
this
Thank you.
later, and this will be on my page on YouTube. Go check out Otis. His name is Otis Ubaka. You can find him on Spotify. Check out his Instagram page. Give him a follow. And yeah, have a good weekend, bro.
And you, man. I'll see you later.
Later,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
See you, man.
Later.